back. The stream's back. I'm back. We're all back. You're back. Hopefully. Not then, well. I guess I'll just leave then. We're playing Danganronpa 2 again. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have no audio. Knack is back? No. Knack is not back. Knack's never coming back. Never again. Knack is dead. He's dead and I killed him. I think we are starting on a trial this time. So that should be fun. This is the start of a trial, so I'm gonna just take a break. No, that's no. I should probably go over all of the evidence again because I don't remember any of it. I don't think. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be a suicide. Especially since they basically told me. Rape Tower. That should be considered the cause of death? What does that mean? Wait, like those arms and legs are dismembered. Why is that? That doesn't look like that's written properly. It says like, so that should be considered the cause of death, period. Line break. Despite the fact that his arms and legs are dismembered, period. What? I think that's supposed to be one sentence. Because I don't know. You usually don't just put despite in a thing and then I don't know. I'm not a grammar major or whatever. Yes, because I'm sure that's a thing you can major in. He got super fucked up, that's what happened. Nakamura's body and left leg were tied with metal wire. The tip of that wire was also tied into a loop. Alright. Button. Oil. There's a side of doors tipped over. And you can't move the pillar, that's probably going to be important. So probably only Nekomaru could possibly do that. Some were found on the floor of the tower. So that probably was not a weapon. Or wasn't used to hit him, anyway, or kill him. So there's no blood on it. The chain... The door at the back, and they were able to enter. Alright, then the chain disappeared and, yeah. 5:30. There was stone under him, but not above him. Meaning the pillar probably fell over before I don't know. We saw him at 5. Alarm went off. Oh yeah, and there wasn't something about the time was probably wrong on the clocks. Because there was another clock. Yeah, his alarm was set to 7:30. And that was when it stopped. But, and it's always right. But our clock, the other clocks were. Strange fueling into the tower. There from the great hall of showering hall, the place of Nekomaru's body. Tipped over pillar, the oil stains, even the disassembled parts Kazuichi arranged look exactly the same. Okay. Wait. What was that about Kazuichi? 108 degrees. There's some stuff going on. he should have been broken. Yeah, he basically just teleported. So there's that. Broken. Whatever. This would have been easier. Oh man. Oh, my pet. How's the pet doing? Oops. No presents for you. You don't get anything. Oh, it's just feeling some despair. It's not good. Really fun though. Should I change the difficulty? Increase time limit and plenty of hints. More choices during the argument. Dials back to action. Difficulty is the epitome of major bully. Yeah, I'll just leave it.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class
how's
trial.
The volume, because last time the volume was way too loud. And I couldn't, it was like I couldn't use the same volume.
You will present your arguments for who
I just when I looked back at the VOD, the
and
volume
vote
was
for
really
who
bad.
done it. If you
I
vote
think it's
correctly,
fine.
then only the blackened will
It's
receive
fine right now.
punishment. But if you pick the wrong person,
Yeah, this is all the same.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Is that a thing?
I'm not the main ingredient, right?
You're the only rabbit here.
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him.
It's also possible it wasn't an issue with the game volume, but like I don't know, like my mic or it's too far away,
Tempted by curry. Got it. Akane,
or I was just speaking too quietly. I don't know.
an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident?
Yeah, why don't we try doing something?
We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m.
Which isn't
I
possible.
headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there.
For some reason you thought Sonia was dead? You might have been thinking of either, like, was it Miharu? That's her name, right? Or the other one, the nurse. That went crazy.
Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Or Peko, I don't know.
With Miss
They all have
Sonia
similar
and
faces,
Chiaki
so I
that
mean.
early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
What?
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
Just keep thinking Sonia's dead until she shows up.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House. We went to
I
the tower
mean, I
together.
don't know.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's
She looks a
body.
lot like the first person to die in the first game.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
She looks like that girl with dyed hair.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from
Sort of.
Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at
I really
least
wish there was like an
find some
auto
method to
option.
Communicate. We set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Oops, that's not what I was trying to
Forget these boring intros.
press
Let's
something to
talk
see if there
about the
was
killer. Anyway,
something, but it doesn't seem there
definitely
is.
someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
Isn't that
There's
technically
no way
impossible?
a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes.
That's not.
One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon.
Okay.
Well, the weapon is obvious.
Why did I just pop over to Nagito? It didn't even. Like it didn't. Okay, it did it again. Didn't even
What the heck,
animate.
you guys?
Just cut.
Weapon. You could totally tell just by looking.
Oh God. Weapon was probably. Tipped over pillar fragments.
I guess we should figure
Wire.
out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer.
Probably not the
Killer
hammer.
used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is
Oh
possible.
God. Oh no.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
I didn't realize notifications. Uh-oh. Were a thing.
I guess we should figure out the weapon.
But no,
first.
that's not what happened because there's nothing on the
weapon
hammer.
was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar,
I
huh?
assume they want me to use the hammer.
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
Whoops. Oh jeez, I kept
No, that's wrong.
It's like, which button is it? Is it X? R1? No, it's triangle.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of
Hammer
oil
time,
was
hammer
flowing through
space.
Nekomaru's body.
Hammer
Just like
soul?
human blood, right?
I don't know.
If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
How
Why?
and why, yeah.
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
But it was there, why not just take the hammer?
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
What?
Baby gangsta? Me?
Just so y'all know, I was trying to test you guys.
Uh-huh.
I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
No, you were the one who started talking about the weapon.
Seems that was a waste of time.
That was a complete
Then
waste of
what was
time.
the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't
Probably the
anything else at the
pillar.
crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
There was.
How about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Couldn't that technically just not be the case? The pillar.
I see. The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon.
It's really annoying. I don't think they let you
With that pillar.
check your evidence during that,
Nobody
those,
can
like,
stand
multiple
up
choice
for that
segments.
killer. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it
The
would
chain
be
around the door
impossible to
did it.
wield it as a weapon.
Why?
Yes. The chain, that's the other,
Tried to move it, right?
the 16th student or whatever.
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh?
Wasn't even needed to lift
What
it.
are you
Couldn't they
talking
just
about?
tipped it over?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
Yes.
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Yes.
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
In this situation, yes, he
Then
is.
even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar,
He wasn't
that's
hungry.
nothing
He didn't
do
need to
with the
eat.
case at all.
He wanted to save everyone.
Well, I guess you're right.
Granted, why make it so difficult to figure out? But, you know. Yeah.
But that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no
There's
other
going to
weapon
be
we can think of.
something else going on.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right.
Like it
after all.
was a suicide, but there was more going on, or it's like not actually a suicide, but
It's
they
up
wanted
to
to
you,
make it look
Sonia.
like it
Prove that pillar was the murder
because
weapon.
reasons.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
I mean, I don't know. There's gonna be some
Sonia,
going
here I
on,
go!
unless this case just ends extremely quickly, which I doubt it. Good night button. Oil forwards propeller. That's too many things. Wire or the button, maybe.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
Go
The
Sonia.
pillar was not lifted. Beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Yeah.
They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even
Oops.
I could probably tip it over.
Could you?
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl. I'm getting hella excited.
That all seems correct to me. What? Is that really it?
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the
Oh,
pillar
you
was
know
not
what?
lifted,
No, right.
beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over?
No.
No, that's wrong. If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
I was thinking maybe like the thing fell over, then the fragments fell all over the floor, and then he fell over or something like that.
Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body.
So the
If
pillar
the pillar had been
fell
tipped
over.
over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too. But it's probably not what happened. I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
It bothers me more that Hajime is the only one that can solve any problem, because like half the time then like Chiaki is also just like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I figured that out too. That's not right. It's like, why didn't you say something
How
then?
much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar?
Could have made
Just
this
let
way
it
easier.
Go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Because
Why
of the
are you
blood.
so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
Chiaki and Nagito are backup pro
Can't
tags.
say for sure that
There's a bunch of weird stuff with Nagito. And Chiaki, well, I mean, the like secondary character in the first game was trustworthy in the end. But like Nagito has like the same ultimate ability as the protagonist from the first game, and he looks kind of similar to him too. So
There's
that's
another way
all
to use
weird.
that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual.
Oh god, why are
You're
you
unable to clear
like
a path
a
to the
double
future with
asshole
your own
now?
powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I mean, he's still talking like a lunatic, just like a different kind.
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares?
Is it weird that I
Just tell us
prefer
how the
this
pillar was
Nagito
used to
over the
kill.
like super like
Well,
the one who's like, oh, you
first
guys
of
are
all,
so
the pillar
amazing.
itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
Because now I can hate him
A
more.
specific item?
More guilt-free.
Of course, the ultimate weapon. Ultimate weapon?
I mean, the one that you wouldn't tell us about for no
Thing you
reason,
get when you clear the final
and you're going to
dead room?
still not tell us about.
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know. But I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know? We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Can you please stop?
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst, which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory.
Why are these yellow?
It's only
No reason.
fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon. Since you
Why
wield
is
your
Sonya,
four dark weapons
like,
of destruction.
all on Gundam's dick now? What's going on?
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
Thank you.
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
You mean the thing that you probably already solved and just won't tell us for no reason?
The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together.
Why would
You're
we know
supposed to be the
this?
symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse,
Explain
right?
what? Wait, what did he say? Oh, right, yeah.
Then
That-
I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But
Yes.
in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man.
It's just like a
not only does that
really
make perfect sense,
large tower,
Miss Sonia's
like a really tall
beautiful
tower.
voice is just so soothing.
Faux show. I shall leave this
Excuse
matter
me?
to your discretion.
I'm not comfortable with this game's writing right now. Game's gonna have a PewDiePie moment in a few minutes.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
Okay,
are
what are we?
actually the exact same place.
I don't know what my
So that's the secret of
good
the
night
funhouse.
button. No. Door
Is that
pillar.
really it?
Hugo's account. That was about the
Weird to
thing
say they're both the same place.
going
I mean, the walls are different colors.
and are different shapes.
And the designs on the floor are also different.
Those aren't relevant.
We've already settled this problem.
Wait, oops. There are a couple of things. That's not what I want. Probably, because wait, no. Wait, which one was that Fuyuhiko's account that I had?
Give it 10 years before you argue.
Oh, never mind, that's not what I want.
Miss,
God, why do I keep thinking start is to check the... Yeah, no, that's not relevant. That was Kazuichi's. Yeah, there's that. Strange feeling in the tower. Probably that
Sonia,
is very relevant. That was the only mystery.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So
They,
that's
like,
the
not
secret of the funhouse.
B?
Is that really it?
No.
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs
Either
on the
that or the
floor are also
doorknob,
different.
probably. God damn it.
We've
I need
already
to
settled
do
this
something about
problem.
that.
give it 10 years
I don't
before
even
you
get
argue
those
with Miss
notifications
Sonia.
on PS4, so I don't know why I'm getting them here. Okay.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
No. Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Who's dead? Can I check right now? I cannot check right now. Oh, I can. Let's see. Spoilers, I guess. Byakuya is dead. What else? I can just go through all of them. Teruteru, Nekomaru. Hiyoko is thankfully dead. Mahiru, Mikon, Ibuki, Peko. Yeah. And yeah.
Why are
Oops.
you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate
Excuse
any
me?
sort of rebellion.
I don't recall
Doesn't it
a
seem
war
strange?
between Spain and Japan. Is that a thing that happened?
When we went to Great Tower
Because I
from
think
Great
she's
Hall,
from Spain. That was what she
Nekomaru's body was in
implied.
front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's
I'm still not clear on what's going on
something
with the tower.
exciting, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Door.
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Maybe. You don't know.
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much. If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh, God.
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Is it just me or is Sonya getting way too involved in this case?
Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving,
Mono-
Monokuma quickly moved things
Why would
around.
Why would he do that?
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing
Isn't that like against the
The
rules?
broken pillar was moved too?
I don't know.
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
What are you talking about? Wire, oil, for tip of pearl, with the hammer, chain, pillar fragments, broken doorknob,
There are many
doorknob.
different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
Or the chain, I'm not sure.
And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Go on. Or possibly
Moving the
none
body
of
and the pillar in
these.
such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have
Not
forgotten.
really.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Also, he can
Looking
like,
at the pillar, the body,
oh,
he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
yep, just cut all of that. That wasn't what to do.
Damn it!
I got
There are many different ways.
got a little too
The
cut
body and
happy.
the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I cannot get that one.
There are many different ways.
I keep forgetting there's like a
The body and the pillar could have been moved.
cut limit.
The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Channel your inner Raiden. God, why does... Do I have to do this like
There
perfectly?
are many different ways. The
There
body
we
and
go.
the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
There we go. Okay, they give you only one extra
Moving the
one.
body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power
There
of
we
the
go.
futuristic Robo-Bear.
What?
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Nope, not the chain.
Crap!
Okay, it's probably the doorknob then.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
What?
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
It seems I
Monokuma
have
is
forgotten.
surprisingly strong, wielding
Uh,
the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
What was it
The
that
pillar,
wasn't...
the body, everything at the crime scene? could have moved it all easy as pie. It seems you have
Okay.
forgotten.
Well, the chain and
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
the other thing
Wielding the
didn't.
power
The
of the
doorknob
pillar,
didn't
the
work.
body,
Don't
everything
do
at
that.
the crime scene. He could have moved it all easy as pie.
What is?
It seems you.
No, what was not moved? Um. Everything looks exactly the same except for the door. The chain was just completely gone, wasn't it? Because it was like we shouldn't have been able to get through. And the doorknob wasn't. That wouldn't have been relevant, I don't think. Unless it's something about Monokuma. For some reason these were, don't seem relevant. There's some other...
You have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Not the hammer.
The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
The chain and
He could have moved it all easy as pie.
the doorknob don't work.
It seems you have forgotten.
The wire.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Oil.
Wielding the
No.
power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
I don't
The
know.
pillar, the body,
That's
everything at the
it.
crime scene.
I couldn't,
He could have moved it
okay,
all
no.
easy as pie.
I missed the first one, so...
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Maybe that, no. No, it's not that.
Crap! It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Get the
wielding
FAQ
power of the
ready.
futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all easy as pie.
He couldn't have moved the,
It seems you have forgotten.
Oh god, this is...
Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
This is
Wielding
killing
the
me.
power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the
I
crime
did
scene.
do this, right?
Crap.
Like, because last time what happened was I thought I
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding
picked
the power
something
of the
and I never
futuristic
actually did it.
Robo-Bear.
Darn up, I
The
messed
pillar,
up.
the body, everything at the crime scene.
Was there something else that wasn't moved? There wasn't anything else, was there? Unless there was like another mechanic that I'm just forgetting exists. No, everything was the same except the doorknob and the some scratch marks on the knob itself. Is it actually like the wire or something? Actually, Is there something that would have been not? I don't know.
He could have
The only
moved it
difference
all
in the picture
easy
was
as
the
pie.
chain. Well, yeah, but I used the chain, and it didn't work.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Like,
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
the chain and
Monokuma
I mean
is
the doorknob, I
surprisingly
guess,
strong,
technically.
wielding the propeller, the body, everything at the crime scene. He could have moved it all easy as pie.
Okay, well,
It seems you have forgotten.
hold on. Still here though. You can't stop me. It's time to cheat. It's time to cheat super hard. Big cheating time. Was something about the oil? I mean, the oil was an option, but that wasn't like that wasn't a there wasn't anything relevant there as far as I could tell. Oh god, this is just like a nightmare to navigate. Oh god. What? What?
10. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Was the oil not in the same place? Was I just expected to remember that?
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on
Okay,
the floor.
I see. That's not that bad.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
So I'm supposed to refute the idea that it was possible to
Physically moving all
move
of the
him.
oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
I thought I was supposed to,
And
you know,
it's
go by the
impossible
idea.
to
It's
think
like,
it
hey,
was
there's the chain. That's not. It's still there. It was there. Actually, no, it was gone. It was completely gone. Which that's
I
just
cannot believe I got so fired
weird.
up.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
Why wouldn't they be?
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
What? They are the same building, aren't they? It's like rotated or something like that.
No idea, huh?
Secret of the Funhouse. Is it something just incredibly outlandish?
Hey, Nagito.
We're asking Nagito for help.
I
It
thought
was
I
an
would get to
illusion.
this. I knew my turn was coming up.
Well, you have a ton of information that you refuse to tell us.
You guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the
Except if you
funhouse.
know it, then why don't you just tell us?
Give us the answer, not a freaking
Yes,
hint.
thank you.
But then it wouldn't mean anything.
Please.
I need you guys to do this class trial
Damn it.
properly.
Can someone make a mod of this game that removes Nagito from it entirely?
It's
I'd
also
appreciate that,
important
thank you.
for me because it will help me determine something.
Is there something like someone's going to give some information they shouldn't
But how
know?
do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're
Can't
the only
deny
one
you
who
that
knows it.
gameplay.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
The Russian roulette thing, tampering with the crime scene.
I see. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening
Final
game
Dead
for
Room
the
sounds
fans
like something that
finish.
didn't get localized.
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself.
And what was outside the window?
From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you.
Oh, it'll be faster.
At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final
That's your
dead room.
excuse.
You took a picture?
Yep. See? This is it.
There was a man on the wing of the plane. Yes, that's it. Wait, how did he take a picture?
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House. From the secret
So is this
room
not
within
on the
final
island
dead
then?
room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
What? Please tell me that's not a minigame. What doesn't make sense? This maybe? Because there's nothing on the other side of it.
Crap!
Nope. Well, I mean, there's you know, the trees.
Here.
It's just the trees. I thought that was too easy, so I didn't want to pick that,
You
but
said this photo was
I-
taken from
whatever,
the room
I guess
inside
not.
The final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange.
oh right, I
This
get,
photo
or
doesn't
you know,
look like
not
it's
that.
taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Select a suspicious spot. This maybe? That's the one. No, that's the tower. The sky? Is it the sky?
Here.
There aren't that many things I can select here,
If the structure of the
unless
funhouse
there's
is
like,
what we
unless
thought
it's
it
like a
was,
pixel hunt or something.
Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle. Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House...
No, or that, which is what I said before, but just they wanted me to select something
But
else.
in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
Yep.
From this point
Sure.
on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me,
Are you saying you haven't figured it out?
if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already
Oh,
know
just put me on blast. Thanks, Nagito. You
You're referring
teleport.
to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
They didn't really clarify what exactly that looked like to them.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time,
Like, did it
you
look
think
like
I
instant
can't-
transmission?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already.
It didn't seem like he appeared behind them or anything. It seemed more like he just kind of appeared right in front of them. Which, if he dropped down, that would be pretty
So the third floor?
clear.
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
That they're on top of each other. Oh, great. Time to do the Sonic special stage again. It's everyone's favorite minigame. What's the jump button? What's the jump button? It's triangle. Just like the last Guardian. Oh, great. Does that only make me lose time? Yeah, wait, no. I also lose health. Never mind. Strawberry House and Grape House both exist? I mean, yes? Or are you telling me they don't? It wouldn't make much sense considering they're different shapes. Like, I don't know how you'd fudge that exactly. Oh god, what even? Strawberry House and Grape House, the same building or two different buildings? They are the same. Like, this seems like just like the weirdest, like, I don't... Who came up with this idea? Did I do it? Question 3. How are Strawberry House and Grape House positioned with each other? Vertically, horizontally? Well... Yeah, these are all, like, really easy.
It's all coming together.
Except I can't tell is... I don't know.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
People's thoughts don't
The
usually
picture Nagito took from Strawberry House.
come to them
I
in
didn't see
multiple
Grape
choice
House at all.
questions.
So where did Grape House go? There is only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think
Of
about it
course.
like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
Does that not really explain the elevator? Strawberry House located. It's above, right?
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh snap!
Please
I never
stop
expected
this,
that the
Sonia.
two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry
Fire
House is
whoever wrote this
4-sided,
chapter.
and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
Wasn't it also because Monokuma said that the elevator doesn't move vertically?
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they
Just a
arranged
building.
vertically just
That's
like
one of the
houses?
less horrible things he's done.
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House.
So is it just a lift,
Strawberry
basically?
Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building,
The floor just lifts up and down then.
Body in both places.
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash.
What
Please
dumb
watch me,
thing is
son.
Kazuichi gonna say this time?
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me.
She will not
I'll
notice
stand
you.
out till she notices me.
I didn't even notice that he said that, actually. I just... We're gonna button tipped over pillar. Strange feeling in tower. Probably it. Or the doorknob.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Then hurry up, dumbass!
The chain?
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical...
I mean, that's wrong, but...
It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
It feels so obviously wrong that I
Up, just
shouldn't
pick
need to
one of 'em.
argue that. No.
I'm gonna solve this mystery
No,
in a
it's not.
flash.
I don't know what I should check before I just do this, and I shouldn't. Am I supposed to argue that it couldn't have been a dummy? Am I actually doing this? I mean, everything was positioned exactly the same, including the blood, once again. And then there was the wire. Was the pillar part of... I don't remember if the pillar was part of the thing. And plus, there's so many details to that that's like... Monokuma file actually say something? I mean, there's so many little details that that would basically be impossible.
One of the bodies in
Button.
one of the towers
That's a pillar,
was
maybe.
actually a dummy.
Maybe.
You mean a fake body?
I mean, I don't know.
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I have multiple ideas.
There, you totally stole my spotlight.
So which one was the
Fake bot?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I'm gonna solve this. And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No. Okay, now it's
that's
it's
wrong.
real simple. I should have been able to just throw anything at him and just like that's. I
Nekomaru's body
shouldn't even
wasn't a
need to
dummy.
explain why that's
That can be
wrong.
proven by Kazuichi's account.
Huh? Me?
Remember?
I would
When we
love
moved from
someone
Grape
to
Town
give an argument
Strawberry
so dumb that you can use any piece of evidence,
Town, we thought the body had moved.
even if it's
That's when
completely
we
unrelated.
Right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right? The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Oh right,
Unless
sure.
Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken. I see. That
But
is
maybe that's just what he wants you to think.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
An elevator? Wow. Oh, wow. We're doing this, I get... Okay. Gotta engage those players. Something that, like, elevates? Almost. That was gameplay.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where
Yes?
the hell is this elevator anyway?
Wow.
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room.
Maybe I should
right?
just do these cases the day after I do
So that's why we could only enter it from one side.
maybe I should just do the trials the day after I do the other thing, not the day after, the week after.
Sometimes when I pressed the door
Because
button,
suddenly this seems
it took
really
a while
easy.
for it to
Maybe
open.
this one's just really easy.
I see.
Outside of the
We were
oil
basically
thing.
waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator,
Is that a problem?
then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower?
I mean, we couldn't go through either one either way. They probably just lead nowhere.
And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
To make you think that the things arranged differently? Wasn't that actually the
room
point?
just moves up and down like an elevator. There's no reason for the doors to change.
That's why we were able to go through the door.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right?
There are 4 doors. 2 of them don't lead anywhere.
But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
Now that I think about it, why didn't anyone attempt to look through the doorknob? I'm not saying it necessarily would have
Was that
led to
tower
anything,
really an
but
elevator?
no one tried.
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What?
Did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Doors wouldn't be attached to the room? What room?
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
This interchange removed between the towers. They were all on the floor.
I see.
You know, because that's how an
Is it
elevator
safe
works.
to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And
And
why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
What would be unique? There's no ceiling. Only enter one side at a time. It's an enormous circle. Only the
I
4
see.
moves. Yeah.
so that's it.
That felt like too
The elevator
obvious
was the
to. I
size
don't
of
like.
the
I,
floor move.
I was like unclear on what exactly she was asking
Only the
because I
floor
was
move?
like, yeah, that's that. I don't know. That seemed obvious to me. And that's similar to how
Which
an
means the
actual
whole
elevator
room
works.
Wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower.
Technically, go through 2 different doors.
Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the 4th floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
It's possible they lead
Just
to
for
nothing.
show? Why was something like that necessary? So we'd
Or they
falsely
lead to
believe
just like a
that the
pit.
doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
That sounds like
Did you hear
Monokuma.
that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
What's that mean? What? Isn't he supposed to be like your brother or something?
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
I don't.
By the way,
I
what
don't
does
know.
the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Chain.
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building.
I mean, wouldn't the person have to know about that also?
In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that.
Yeah, I
That's why
don't
made us stay
understand
away
the
from
point of the
Strawberry
chain.
Tower.
They
If
destroyed
it was a
the button
suicide.
and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
God
It
damn
would
it.
have been a major inconvenience.
Maybe I'll, 1 second. 1 second. I'm gonna do something. You'll stop saying I'll do it and I'll do it. I could, you know, mute my mic, but why would I do that? Then you'd be all alone. I could also just stop speaking. You're all alone anyway. Where is this thing? There's the thing. Turn off. Oh no. Email? There's an email option. I don't need. All right. It's all been done. I've done it. Problem solved. Okay, now notifications should be done. Should be gone.
After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's
Uh-oh.
fine already.
Okay, now it's fine.
Gundam, please proceed.
Saw the stream buffering and thought there was a problem.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right?
Yes.
If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
Like an elevator?
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower.
I wasn't. When they go through the elevator, do they come out of a different door?
Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
They didn't make that totally clear. It's just like a mall elevator. So they go out the same door. On his account, Fuyuhiko's account.
If the
Neither
two
of those
houses are
relevant.
connected vertically,
The elevator itself. Nagito's sudden appearance. That wasn't much. Elevator is broken. Yeah, that's not relevant. Nope. Compass, it spins 180 degrees. Doesn't really seem relevant right now.
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly
The elevator
contradictory.
spins.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses
Which
are
one?
connected vertically,
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
Wait.
No, that's
Okay, no,
wrong.
I was like, was that the right one? Because it doesn't seem like it. Doesn't it technically?
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically.
I think it technically does
Isn't
move
that right,
vertically.
Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Oh, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
So then obviously the first thought was, oh, compass must be broken, not like, oh, there's some stuff going on.
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side,
Oh, it was doing that?
which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you
That's
arrived at the
more than
other
I
house,
thought.
right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
That's way more elaborate than I would have thought.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible?
Good thing I didn't have to figure
It's
it
like
out.
Something from an amusement park.
As a fun house.
A fun house is an amusement park attraction, you know.
The thing is, this whole layout doesn't make any sense unless
And since the building doesn't really
unless there's a
need to be
murder
structurally
trial.
identical, it makes for some splendid fun.
Because it doesn't do much for a fun house. It's like, unless you think about it after a while, it's like, oh, that doesn't really make sense, does it? Couldn't they feel what direction the elevator is moving? They said it was like really smooth, so I don't know what the deal is with that at all.
You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
How would we know what that
I
is?
can't believe I have to explain that now.
Yes, you do. We weren't there.
As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
That's a four-sided shape, right? Yeah.
I see! If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
Yes.
I didn't expect you to know
I
that.
went through elementary
For a
school.
substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
What?
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Probably. That's a hexagon. Is it underground? Did he go through an elevator? I don't remember what. It's not in the elevator. It's not Strawberry House, but it's... Okay, that doesn't count at all. I mean, that's a circle. That's a hexagon. That wouldn't make much sense. So I'm going to pick it because it doesn't make any sense.
Crap!
Oh no, you done goofed. It's fine though, because I get my health back. Can you rotate it? Not that I know of.
This is my... We will never give up!
Probably the tower. I mean, you could put an octagon inside of it. Pretty sure I can't rotate this. Window on, off, auto mode? Oh, that's not, no. That's not what, that's not what I want at all. Wait, hold on, wait, that said auto mode. So there is an auto option. That would be nice to have. Is it in there? That's not the elevator. In the hall?
Crap!
Is it in the sky?
Crap!
Is there something I haven't selected? I cannot rotate this.
Crap!
What am I... It's not... What have I not selected? I tried that, right? It's back there? I am very...
Crap!
I can't even... There's nothing I haven't selected, is there? It's inside the timer.
Crap!
The answer must be incredibly dumb. The top of the... What?
This is... We will never give up!
How does that work? That's what I selected that. I didn't select it, but like that's still the same.
Here!
What? You want to explain this to me?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why
Where?
is that place the octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house?
Sure.
If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
So you're saying there's another room that just wasn't displayed? That's so stupid.
The true identity
I
of the
couldn't
octagon
even see the
is
entire
the
shape.
depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
I didn't know that room was the octagon, and I didn't know that was where that
I
room
learned
was.
the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learn?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse. Which means the killer used the
Is this
building
geometry
structure as
class?
their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building
How'd they use the building itself as a weapon?
Such a spectacular
Outside of the
crime.
pillar? I wasn't listening to everything he was saying because I was too thrown off by the octagon bullshit. Nope, he didn't really give an explanation. He just gave us a puzzle. Is it just gonna be that, like, Nekomaru killed himself and then Monokuma messed with the crime scene or something?
Hiya!
Ibuki did it. Of course. What?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stufatly.
Sure. That needed to be voice acted. That was a very important line. I have no idea how much space I have on this system. On this whatever memory card thing.
Hello. I hope your day is well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons.
Batteries? Oh. Oh, that line. Yeah, that line doesn't make sense. Because this isn't running on
And
batteries.
just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I didn't buy a Vita. I'm sorry, Sonny. I'm not sorry. You should have made it better. But, you know, I didn't buy one.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh
Jackie's
well,
the killer.
let's just press on ahead.
Okay.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
Yes.
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There we go.
There's no way I'd
It has
lie
like a
at
slight
such an
delay though.
important moment.
But at least I don't have
I
to
don't want
do
to
it.
die either. What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
This entire time there was an
He's
auto
right.
option.
There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
What does
You
that
say
mean?
such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder. Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires, even one as
Aren't you like
diabolical
a
as I would avoid
anime
such
protagonist, basically?
It's fine.
And don't they
Just leave him
murder
alone
people all the
and find out who
time?
killed Coach Nekomaru as fast
I
as
don't
we
know.
can.
Things seem pretty well if they
Just so you
murdered
know,
Dio.
It's not like I'm getting hungry or anything.
That
you
seemed
know.
like a good idea.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
No idea if
Anyway,
he's serious or not.
if the killer used the building's structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
The pillar?
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Did they use the elevator in some way to make the pillar tip over? Crushed by the elevator? Falling? Actually? Wait, how would he have fallen? Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I see. That's it.
that would explain
might have died
a lot
from
of
falling.
things.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
They tied him to the door. That's why the
That
doorknob's
I
broken.
don't know yet.
It was the one up top, wasn't it?
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to put...
Okay. This was back of Strawberry House. Yeah. They tied him there. And then he fell asleep, and then the thing
someone off in the first place?
that would explain the pillar.
It might be possible in the
He
tower.
probably fell on top of the pillar.
You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
He would just have to be in there already.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Granted, yeah, also the weight, it doesn't, like... Isn't like if anyone's in there, it doesn't work.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside,
Oh,
the
well,
other door won't open.
there you go.
Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
Doesn't matter.
The threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mekamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Yep. That one
Hold
transitions
on.
like
Did you
way
forget the
faster than
elevator
it
has a sensor?
should.
As long as there's a moving object inside.
Yeah, he wasn't moving.
No, that's wrong.
Well, I mean, that's not wrong. He is correct, but
Sensor should only work
that's
if
not.
something is
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's
Did
red
everyone
light
just
button is
forget
pressed,
that he
all
has
the
that?
functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. there would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
What?
Now you're calling me a pest?
He didn't say anything. Nekomaru's still in it. The wire and the doorknob. Oh, sure. Make your argument. Wire, broken doorknob, both of those are relevant.
If you arrange it a certain way,
Arrange what exactly?
you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No, what?
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
That one actually, yes.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
What am I using? The wire or the
Don't be
broken
so
doorknob
bold.
with the doorknob?
What if I start to enjoy it?
The wire would make. Oh no. Have awoken.
If you arrange it a certain way,
I'm guessing they want me to use the wire
you
with the
can cause
doorknob.
drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us to think about the arrangement. That
Yep,
arrangement
yep,
the hammer
yep.
is suspicious.
Speed it up. Speed it up.
Went over the
What about the oil on the floor?
Nope.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Consent.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it?
Yes, it did.
That might have been
Oh,
where
maybe
that scrape
maybe
mark
you can use
was.
the wire or the doorknob itself. I don't know.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the door,
I mean, I figured before that the wire was attached to the doorknob, but I wasn't sure
If they did
why.
something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
Why would he be
That's right.
like?
He was so well hung.
Oh God.
Kinda like.
You better not finish that sentence.
You shouldn't.
the killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves.
Shouldn't have
By doing
started
that,
that
they
sentence.
created a drop
honestly.
so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Too easy.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Why?
If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
His
'Cause
weight.
If he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
I mean, he's pretty heavy. Did the
Even if
hammer
they
have something to do with
suspended
that?
Nekomaru from a how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
It doesn't mean someone had to push
I
him
don't think the
off.
hammer's relevant.
It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was
No.
sleeping, there's no
Yep.
way he could do that. Now's the time if you want to, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
I can't. No, I'm out of cuts.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to, but in that case, You still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
I don't know if I need to advance or if I need to.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
Okay, no. Well, that wasn't. No.
What?
Okay, so I do have to.
Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
No.
Allow me to cut through those words. What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What would have happened?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why... If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right?
Once again, I thought that was too simple.
Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off.
Except the doorknob also broke.
In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
Which is probably just a coincidence.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
Because it was Nekomaru.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
I mean, you just basically just straight up said it there.
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No,
What?
I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
What are
Isn't
you
that
talking
right,
about?
Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
Alright, this
No,
is
I believe
taking...
you gave your all.
Oh man.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy.
This is
gets off
taking the
on this.
weirdest of
So
turns.
thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't... Yeah, the pillar. It landed on the pillar.
I see! When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up
These
colliding
games
with-
always get weird when you're like 5 steps ahead of where they want you to be.
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See,
But they
I
move a
told
lot
you the
faster,
pillar was
so
the
is that.
weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Yeah.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible.
It's not.
Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi.
Monokuma
so I
mentioned
left
that
the
we
break
were all
time
late.
for 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
What exactly is it you want to know? The radio clock, wall clock, which one? I mean, the clock. His clock is totally accurate, so he has the right
Before
time.
7 a.m., I am certain.
No, you
But the alarm
weren't.
inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Yes.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
Also, there's the clock went
Killer
off.
probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, they didn't. Okay, let's just end
No,
this
that's wrong.
early. I don't know what the next line is, but it's not
No,
important.
the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
Yes.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe
Probably
the
not.
clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
Hmm?
The clock inside
Oh, the
Grape
wall
House?
clock. Right.
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Maybe they just
That's what I
always
asked
had the
you to
wrong
do.
time.
So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
What?
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
I'm guessing the clocks were just wrong from the beginning. Did Nekomaru ever? He never said anything about it. Although he should have known. Whoop, special stage. Yep. Because I don't know what word they would want me to get. Yeah, let's play Sonic Lost World. Let's do it. Oh, jeez. What did Hajime and the others misunderstand? Who the killer is, where the murder happened, the time, and the building. Well, maybe multiple of these, but... Yep, no, okay then, alright. Did that actually just put me ahead, or did that put me back? Are the yellow one? Oh, the yellow things are checkpoints, aren't they? That jump was weird. Also gotta, like, claw the controller. What? Because it's X to, like, move faster and triangle to jump. Okay, I don't actually have to jump. I can just, like, stop and slow down and then jump, though I don't think there's any sort of, like, running start type thing. I think, yeah. I mean, maybe for, like, straight movement. Which clock was tampered with? Both Nekomaru's right on the building's clocks. Okay, I don't even need to move. Yeah, choose your Sonic Heroes path. going on the fly path every time. Or Sonic Riders, whichever you prefer. I would love if one of these ended up just being the wrong path all of a sudden. Like, just for no reason, just to spite you. House at the wrong time, both houses. They both at the same time, didn't they? Alright, power path this time. Let's go. The questions are always like super easy. It's just this is like really dumb and weird.
You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
Well, they all have the same time,
But what
doesn't
if
necessarily
all
mean.
those clocks have been messed with?
Well, there are only 2 clocks. What do you mean all?
All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
We didn't know what time it was.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's
What?
not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Like 2 hours? Wouldn't it have been about 2 hours? Akane's account, Fuyuhiko's account. Yeah, wouldn't it? I mean, she heard.
If the time
Is Akane's account about the rumbling? Because that was. I figured that was probably the noise of him falling over. Yeah. And that was at 5:30, which would have been right after his alarm clock went off at 7:30, so.
the
Yeah.
building was all messed up, then we can only
Oops,
rely on
why did I
Nekomaru's
just do
radio
that?
clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
I agree with that.
Speed run this. Don't even need to see the other half of the dialogue.
We
It's
should
not
have heard the
important.
sound he made when he fell.
Might have been
Wasn't it
something
that rumbling
interesting.
noise?
I don't know.
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Yeah.
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
The room's soundproof?
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we
Because
use that
she's the
rumbling
killer.
sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Why did the text say probably, but she said probably?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Something sounding here was at 5:30 a.m. I think the answer to how much of our time was off is literally right in front of me. 2 hours. I can do basic math.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30. And if
Why
we
is
heard the sound of his
Yoko's
impact
portrait
at
so much
5:30,
shorter?
That means our time was off by 2 hours.
I just noticed.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just
They might
Nekomaru.
all just be accurate to their actual heights, I'm not sure.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get
Yeah,
Nekomaru to the
Byakuya's
tower
like a
alone,
little bit taller.
right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
I was messing with the time. The killer also used a specific thing. By trying to lure only Nekomaru, that specific thing is Monokuma Taichi, massage time. Massage time. It was Akane. I mean, the alarm?
I see! That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
I remember there was a thing in the first game where you were supposed to get like there was like a special game over you were supposed to get,
But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building,
and then you, or I don't know if you were supposed to, but you at least could.
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru.
And then you go back and redo it and choose something different and
doing so, the killer was able to lure him
get
to
like
the
a
tower
different
by
killer
himself
or
at the
something.
precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right?
Yep.
We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez. That's, well, how should I put it?
Maybe you shouldn't have given us a hint if you didn't want to give us a hint.
Tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
What?
Too bad.
Liar! I'm right!
I don't think I've ever heard that saying.
It's incorrect.
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now
Yeah,
that
isn't
we
that like
found
the-
out how
like the
the killer
judge?
lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Has it?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
What is he going to say next?
what the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Yes, I killed him.
Are you talking about that alarm?
Oh, well, yeah, that'll happen.
Alarm?
A little while after
Basically,
I
he's
witnessed
saying that
Nekomaru,
it couldn't have been
the
any
clock in
of
the
them.
Strawberry House Lounge started going off. Plus, it
Because
was
they were
just
all
before
there.
That rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I
Nekomaru?
remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Hajime?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
Wouldn't that be Hajime? Yeah, because he stayed asleep. Oh god. Uh-oh. Wait, it was you though. Was Gundam not there? I thought he did. But he was there. I completely forgot what happened with the alarm. I mean, they saw Nekomaru. Let's try. Oh, right, right. I thought Gundam did go out there, though. Yeah, no.
Crap!
Nagito... Was it Nagito, then?
You're the only one!
No.
The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
Is Nagito trying to throw us off for no reason?
Nagito wasn't there.
Daddy wasn't there.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please,
Because
say
one of the
something.
cases in the first game did have someone trying to
If you
tamper
don't
with
hurry up
evidence
and
for
answer,
no
I'm
reason.
gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank,
Even though they weren't the killer, but they
even
tampered
if
with the
I
crime
wanted to
scene.
go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did
Nagito
I not
finally
hear
did
the
it, yeah.
alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You couldn't hear it?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me.
Were they
It is
both in-
obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House.
Were they both in the like deluxe rooms
But
or
I did
whatever?
not hear the rumbling sound
Oh yeah, because
either.
Nagito was
Is
like
that not
got
strange?
super lucky
I mean,
and got
everyone
it.
else heard it.
Those rooms must be soundproof.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I don't think that's the reason. These three have in common. Oh god, are they gonna make me do something stupid? Of course. What's the question? What was the name of the room? Because I don't remember what it was. That's a problem. Cursor special move? Is it deluxe? Okay, it is called deluxe. I couldn't remember if it was actually. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Oops. Multiple mistakes were made. I don't need D. Actually, I should have just, I don't know why. Please stop this. Deluxe rooms, plural, is probably what they want. Oops, that's not, no, don't do that. Don't do anything that you're doing right now. Oh man, everything's falling apart. There, okay. I just called it the deluxe room before. I couldn't actually remember what the name was that they used, but I saw like D and X and L, and I was like, okay, well that must be it.
The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
DXRMS. What was the DMX rooms? They were all listening to DMX. That was
The reason we could not hear
that was
the
why they couldn't
rumble
hear it.
noise-
X Gon Give It To You was just playing
That's
way
right.
too loud.
It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right?
That's why Sonya is speaking slang. Oh my god, we've discovered the secret.
Hold on a sec. Why does that
DMX
region
is
with
the killer.
killers?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Do you? The killer among us. Who murdered Nekomaru is the one person who wasn't. Yeah. Is it what we thought all along?
Crap!
Oh no, it's not Nekomaru, I guess. Honey? Oh, or not? Wait. Hold on now. What was the... I can't... What was the question exactly? It's... Oh no, I wouldn't have been Sonya. I'm trying to say it was me. That's right, it was me. Wait, what? I may have not been listening. The question they asked doesn't help lead you to the right answer.
Crap!
What? Where? God, where are you? I wasn't even clear on what the question was, to be honest. And I can't go back. They won't let me actually go back through text during this. So... I know. It was Teru. He did it. He's the killer again. I knew it. Fuyuhiko tampered with the clock.
Crap!
No. Where are you going with this game? I don't know.
Crap!
It's not Sonya. Of course, everyone doubts you. You got too many answers wrong. And they all knew it. The funny thing is, they're only... Whenever you say it's like, hey, it's you. When you choose who you think it was that was the killer, all they say is just... Like, okay, hold on. Back it up. Now I can go back, because they wouldn't let me before. Failure text, yeah, of course. You have to see all your failures. All your failures. Who did I not choose? I didn't choose Sonya. It was Monokuma. Gundam?
You're the only one!
Sure. I guess.
There's something I want to ask you.
There's something I want to ask you, Hajime. What are you talking about?
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
This is what I was told.
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe
Was he in a deluxe room?
rings throughout the night, it is the universe's
Because how was I
providence
supposed to remember
stop
that?
it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe
How was I
room in the
supposed to
same
remember
house
that?
on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it.
They didn't. That information wasn't readily
Why
available.
were you able to hear that alarm?
I would just have to have remembered that from back when that happened, at like the beginning of the
There's only
case.
one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Nope.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
Does that explain the alarms?
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Yep.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Sure.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if
Oh,
those
now
two
they're
went
gonna
his
stop
room to
saying the
check on
killer.
him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
What?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
Sure.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal
That's not
human.
how that works.
The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
That's not at all how that works.
Your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm.
That's
That's right. That's
sketchy.
all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it
aren't
was
you the
just a
one
coincidence?
who's never
Isn't that
simple?
timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Is Gundam
Hold
action?
on a
Okay,
second.
well, you saying that makes me think that he's not.
Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean a class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's
Might
just
wanna get
hurry
that
up
checked
and
out.
finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it?
Hmm?
At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Discovered.
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on. We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal.
Nagito, are you trying to
Let's
get us all
brutally
killed?
Shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Is Nagito the killer?
Gundam.
I'd be okay with this.
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since
What?
the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
The elevator?
The contact elevator was broken.
When was it
As
broken,
I
though?
recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape
Well,
House.
isn't there like another way to get through?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, you wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot
I
overcome
can,
this
though.
contradiction.
That's when a contradiction is born. It might be. It probably is.
That elevator
No.
was
No.
the only means of travel between the two houses.
Nope.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Excuse me?
Plus, the elevator
It's not even an
was
option.
broken at Grape House.
Yuyuhiko? Close Vehiko's account.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
All clock. Stop the alarm because Agent Gundam rushed the lunge after being alerted by the sound.
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time,
Is there about the elevator? Apparently broken at the Grape House side. The last person to use it would have arrived at Grape House.
there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Well, there was. No, that's what I'm. Okay, actually, wait, no, yeah, no, never mind. I know what they want. I know what you want. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
if the killer cannot
Return to Strawberry.
Since I was at Strawberry, there's no
Yep,
question
yep,
that the
yep,
following
yep,
crime
yep,
would have
yep,
been
yep,
different.
yep. You just keep talking.
Secret passageway.
There you go.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
I'm gonna find out.
That
So is he actually shooting a gun?
the only means of travel between the two houses?
No.
No, that's wrong.
It's like they could have just given me
Should have been another way
Nagito's
to move
sudden
between the two
appearance.
houses without the elevator.
Didn't want to do that.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Oh god. Yes, Nagito. Meanwhile, I'm going to take care of something. Just a second.
Nagito, you should know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right? There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
And why?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up.
What is your deal?
But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Except how did Gundam clear it?
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
I
However,
don't know.
what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
How would that be possible?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated.
We all knew
for
it
your
was
own
there.
Suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry.
He said there's no way you can
wouldn't
stop.
Like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, alright. That's a lawsuit right there. But moving on. Timer, broken door, wire. I don't know what we're looking for here.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail
Oh, there's a
frail I
diagonal?
say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
What? Okay,
if
I
the
didn't
turbid box doesn't
even
exist,
know that was a thing I could
you could
do.
travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Jeez.
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Well, just threw that at me in the middle of the other ones.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists.
Yes, you did.
Know the limits of your
Oh, you say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Try providing evidence that the killer went to the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer
The wire?
went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind confusion,
Fragments the
pray
hammer.
to the key which dwells in the light!
Wouldn't it be the hammer?
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon?
Must be the wire.
Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of
There.
Allow me to cut through those words.
It's a good thing they have that hint, because otherwise that makes no sense whatsoever.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems.
Do the hamsters get executed too?
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case.
We have to do that.
There's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what do you...
You're not the protagonist,
by messing
Nagito.
with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only
Excuse me?
Nekomaru. The
You're not allowed to have this theme play over you.
Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Great
What is going
Tower,
on?
which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we
Are they
did
trying
when
to
we
turn
found out
Nagito on the
elevator was
protagonist
broken.
now?
Well,
I don't know.
it's obvious he'd attempt
What am I?
that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise!
It denied me
Gundam was
gameplay.
waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Well, hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
No, it's not okay.
Through
I'm not at all okay with
Gundam
this.
successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Oh god.
Why are you angry all
I
of a
don't
sudden?
think he's the killer, actually.
Fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything.
I don't understand anything you're saying.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
I intend to make you play a rhythm game.
Obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
Wouldn't that like not be that difficult?
Drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument, it was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
So what you're saying is I need to play a rhythm game? Just as you requested. What argument? We doing this? Alright. I will see you in a bit then.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind?
This is the end!
Yeah.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
Yep, gotta murder the hamsters too.
As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh?
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams.
Why would it have been any more possible?
In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Did we? Yeah, the hamsters are capable of pressing buttons. I didn't think that was
Now that
relevant,
you
but
mention
you
it,
know.
after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, One of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right?
And that's also evidence?
Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mechamaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine.
So do we not
Then you
even
must
need to
trample me underfoot and
summarize?
advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though
What?
it were mere
What?
trash on the side of the road. Pull the
He's
curtains
weirdly
from this worthless
getting weirdly hype
with your
about
own
dying.
two hands.
Okay. No, I still have to do it anyway. I thought we established that Makoto. Nagito already did this. Who set the launch clock's alarm? The lounge. Since early morning. Time to go see Nekomaru. Maru's weakness. Wire up to it's not. The killer destroyed you after leaving the tower. Wait, so it's oh. No, it's not. Oh well, yeah. No? At the base of the contact elevator. Except they would have. Oh no, that's already there. Not after leaving the tower. Well, no, because that happened. Fake weapon left at the top of the tower? Or the rumbling noise. Oh, I didn't notice Fuyuhiko in that image, that was why I was confused. The clock's alarm. Nekomaru's weakness? Wire wrapped around Nekomaru's feet. And then tied on the doorknob. Destroyed, nothing's destroyed. Fake weapon. It's 240 ammo? What? Is that? Sure. I don't think they ever said it was at 240, but whatever. I guess they just wanted some time that was like well before Fuyuhiko got there. Destroyed. Fake weapon. Gathered at the lounge. Last stock. I mean, Hajime did hear it.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Cannot let
Let's first go over
Nagito
the many
be
tricks the
relevant.
killer prepared before they committed the crime. First,
Why
they
exactly?
destroyed the contact
You know what's hilarious though?
This separates
If I had
the
failed
Naga Building
this,
in Strawberry House from
they
Bartley to
still
Great
would
House.
have. They would have decided like, okay, let's vote. Must have been Hajime.
Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours.
Even though Gundam literally just said like, yeah, it's
Additionally, in
me.
order to secure an
I
alibi,
did it.
The killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room.
You're forgetting one thing, Your Honor.
This means the killer discovered the secret of the
You're
funhouse faster
forgetting
than
that the
anybody else.
witness is a fucking
That secret
ghost.
being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There,
Why was Fuyuhiko in the
was at
lounge again?
By coincidence, witness Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile.
Having this like
From there,
killer
the
silhouette
began
thing
preparing
seems
to use the
unnecessary at this
ultimate
point.
weapon.
There are a few of these where it's like really strange. Like why are you pretending like we don't know who the killer is somehow?
First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up.
It's like, oh,
Then they
it
tied him
was
up with a metal wire,
Chiaki
tied
using
the tip of
her
the wire into a
hamsters.
loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall.
Snap.
They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower. And to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru.
I'm guessing that makes more sense in Japanese.
Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful. And placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this,
Step,
the
step.
killer
Is
finished
that
their setup and
necessary?
tried to go back to their room using the secret passage,
Gotta make these exciting.
so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall.
Make those footsteps exciting.
But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others.
Couldn't he have just gone back to his room?
When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up.
Or was it because he didn't know the room was soundproof?
He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor.
I don't know. What
He
if
crashed
you
into the
woke up?
pillar, which decapitated him on impact and died.
It decapitated him? That's
The
not.
sound of Nekomaru's
Doesn't make
impact
much
echoed
sense.
throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's
What's
plan
with
was about to
what's
fail,
with
thanks
the
to the broken doorknob and
Kazuichi's face?
meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard
He's
the
like,
alarm if they were in the deluxe
yeah,
room.
earthquakes. I love them.
They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
He also seems very nonchalant about this.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth.
What are you talking about?
I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You could argue Monokuma did it.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do
Maybe.
you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
And then they're somehow
My
wrong.
beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
It'd be hilarious and it's like, nope, you're wrong. It's not him at all. Detail. Is this the one where I got stuck? I did pretty decently on the rest of them.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
What?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Why do you have a tongue? That doesn't really make much sense. Unfortunately, it is actually him. I wanted more dumb bullshit.
Yahoo!
It's very slowly. Yep, don't want that. Technically, there were many mistakes, but
Nice!
Hajime has the ability to turn back time, I guess.
Now
This is
then,
Max Caulfield. Or, I can't remember his name. Not the stand, the user. What's his name again? It's gonna bother me.
jeez.
Fall, my tears.
Kira? Yeah. What's his last name? I was thinking Kira, but I was thinking like, no, that's not it.
Listen well. How pitiful.
Oh, yeah, no, that's his first name, Yoshikage Kira. Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
What?
Damn it!
This, too, must be the will of causality.
You.
You saying he didn't kill you?
Let's make history.
Uh-huh. Why would he do that?
That is...
I don't think weren't you blocking the entrance?
Let me tell you this.
Are you trying to claim it was self-defense?
I can see it!
Could it be?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
What?
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back.
So it sounds like this wasn't really a fight.
Cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
So that was totally a cowardly tactic.
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire.
That is...
Let me tell you.
I mean, you still tried to kill him though, so I don't...
You weakling! Fall, my tears. If you flinch, you will die! Let me ask.
Cannibalism?
Fine.
It's not what that means. Not really, not at all, actually.
Listen
What?
well.
What is that even
I shall
even talking about?
engulf this world.
I mean, I guess you could say that's... I mean, starving is cannibalism, since your body starts to eat itself for sustenance, which doesn't make any sense, but does it, apparently.
denounce you!
You. But...
Damn it.
Fine. Fall, my tears.
You're
Oh.
trying to argue that you saved us. Then why would you just then either kill yourself or just immediately say, "Hey, yeah, I did it."
You...
Let's make history.
Well?
Was he planning on dying in there?
My name is Gundam Tanaka! Fade like dust in the wind.
I mean, if you wanted to kill yourself, then couldn't you have just done that then?
Please wait!
Please wait for what?
I beg of you!
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I beg of you!
How pitiful. Fine. What is it, my four dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction, that is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride.
I mean, technically the
conceit,
hamsters were accomplices,
courage,
so shouldn't
insolence,
they die?
fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
This guy had some fun recording his voice lines.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
She heard about hamsters in the butt and wanted in on that? I mean, no, this isn't Richard Gere we're talking about. That's pretty loud. Forgot it. This turns up louder for this segment for whatever reason. Turn it down a little bit again. What is he being stampeded? What? He's gonna fight them with a stick. Or something. Does he actually use magic? Nope. He's just an idiot. What is this? What? It's fine. He's with the animals now, I guess. Why is there a giant iPad up there? I don't know.
Damn it. Damn it!
What?
The worst.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
You are right.
Well, first someone else has to die.
You are right.
This, you know, this. I'm gonna finish this. You know. Not that, but this.
Hey!
How are we supposed to do that?
Wait!
Now then.
Hey, hey!
It's not like that.
It means to eat?
Hey, hey. Right?
I mean, I imagine everyone will end up on like different sleep schedules, and then that's not gonna like work out properly. So, how'd they return to the island? Was him Nagito? Probably. Yeah, of course. Oh, of course, yeah. It's like, oh, there's nothing too terribly interesting in that book.
Well,
I mean, why would we assume... Whatever.
damn it.
Stop what?
It's
Hey, if it costs you your life, I'm alright with that. You go ahead and sacrifice yourself, Nagito. You do that.
Monokuma appears!
Now then.
What's this? What's the matter? Hmm?
Well.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Hmm?
Yes.
Say what?
The fact that there are only 15 of
Don't
us.
even know? Isn't that right?
Of course.
Former headmaster.
Who knows?
Hey.
What?
Hmm?
What? I don't even know, because you're talking about false information that that I'm not even aware of.
Well, right?
Hmm? You're getting all riled up.
You wouldn't, you know that?
Hmm. No, no! Shing!
Of course.
Hey,
Yep.
Right?
Except why?
Hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting that you're just a complete psychopath.
No, no, no! Unbelievable.
Well,
Hmm.
you're right.
That person. Makoto?
Huh?
Unlucky? Junko?
Like...
Well,
Say what?
you don't know?
What are you gonna become some kind of like god? You have a JRPG battle?
Hey,
Hmm?
see? Hey,
You're waiting for them? What? I don't know. Nothing makes any sense. I don't know if Makoto actually did anything or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. That's the end. There's 7 students left. What's up with Fat Byakuya? Don't worry about it. That's going to be explained at some point, I'm sure. But what will be explained first is this saving. And then, it'll also be explained is me exiting the game. What is that? What is this? Oh, those are notifications. That's not important. Yes. Okay. Good. This is shorter than usual. Well, I mean, not really. It's like 3 hours, which is standard. That's the time I want. Tomorrow's Thursday already? Jeez. That's weird. That's not right. Tomorrow... funny thing. Tomorrow is the mystery stream. That's a mystery game. That's where I play a game. And I don't tell you what it is until it happens. Problem. Well, you don't have to worry about the problem, but, I'm not gonna tell you what game it is, which is, it's standard. The problem arises in that the reason I'm not telling you what game it is because I do not know what game it is yet. So you'll find out, and I'll find out tomorrow what game we're playing. Find out together. No, actually, I'll have to decide that before. Especially because I need to decide on, like, the outro and everything, and yeah. But, yeah. I'll deal with that. Not tomorrow, I'll deal with it tonight. Probably. But But yeah. I have no hints for you either because I don't know what. I just don't know. There. Danganronpa 3. The answer in our hearts was Billy Hatcher all along. Aha, that's hilarious. No. Danganronpa 3 comes out next week, I do believe. I'm obviously not playing it. Even if it is somehow here, like on release day, which I don't think it will be, I won't be playing it because 2 is not done. I'm not gonna just skip to 3. That would be weird. But I mean, there's technically another game in between 2 and 3. I hear bad things about it. I don't want to play it. So maybe I'll just read a wiki and deal with that way. But it apparently has spoilers. No, it's between 1 and 2, but it apparently has spoilers for 2 in it, so I don't know. Yeah. Next week's schedule's the same, I believe. Oh wait, no, next done. Right. So Tuesday is going to be Danganronpa 2, probably. Most likely. So I don't know if I'll just do 2 chapters, in which case that would be the rest of the game. But I could also, I don't know. With the anime that is a prequel and sequel to 1 and 2? 3? The anime is Danganronpa 3. And the game is Danganronpa V3. So I don't think the anime is like essential, but I heard some people say the ending is like bad. I heard it like starts really strong and then gets like awful, apparently. So hopefully that's not indicative of 3, the third game in any way. But I'm not doing a live watch of the anime because I prefer my channel to not get banned, because I think that's against Twitch terms of service. But yeah. So yeah, mystery stream tomorrow. I was going to say Friday Pokken. That is a slight possibility that I'll just stream Pokken. Probably not. But the anime finished the story of 1 and 2. I know there's an anime for 1 that I heard is not good. But that's literally just a retelling of 1. It's not. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything special there. Whereas like 3 is like extra. There's like extra lore in there, but it's probably not essential. Yeah. Yeah. There are 2 animes. I don't know. I don't know anything about anime. I don't subscribe to that trash. Oh jeez, yeah. Danganronpa is dumb. That's the summary of this. Danganronpa is dumb. But I play it anyway because I like dumb things. Maybe it's a little too dumb. I don't know. But yeah. Goodbye.
Fingers trace your skin, all your cliffs and peaks, and your hair, it flows like waterfalls also wanna give some color back to your cheeks. Fingers intertwine. And as you tell me you can't take it anymore, let our hearts and souls combine. Well, hell is knocking at our door. Mermaids sing to me, he don't love you like I do. He won't take your pain away. You know it's true. I wanna see you smile, wanna see you cry. Oh, you're such a fool. We should get some bruises falling in love. 'Cause I love it when you're blue. Yeah, it's making me mad, knowing I can treat you better than he could. And your tears, they flow like waterfalls, and I don't think they should. Yeah, it's okay to smile, even if inside it's tearing you apart. No, he'll never love you in the way that I do. Why'd you go and give someone like that your heart? Mermaids sing to me, he don't love you like I do. He won't take your pain away. You know it's true. Yeah, I wanna see you smile, wanna see you cry. Oh, you're such a fool. We should get some bruises falling in love. 'Cause I love it when you're blue. Your blood runs blue. I still love you, and what am I to say? What was I supposed to say? Yeah, what am I to say? Just tell me what to say. What am I supposed to say? What am I to say? We threw it all away, and we're still blue.